Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another Manchester United Arsenal show. Apologies on the lateness, people. That is on me. That is not on Cam. I'm feeling under the weather. I have to go get some paracetamol. But we're here, people. The show must go on. I can even tell it that I've been sleeping, people. But we're here, man. The show must go on. So make sure you bump up the likes. Make sure you do that. Bump up those likes. Share across all the socials. And on top of those two things, make sure you subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. Please keep all your comments, all your questions, Manchester United or Arsenal related. A lot to discuss. Obviously, both Manchester United and Arsenal found out who they would be facing in the group stages, with Manchester United drawing Bayern Munich, Copehagen, and Galatasaray, with Arsenal facing Sevilla, PSV, and Lens. So I'm sure there'll be plenty of questions of that. And of course, we are, we play Sunday as well. So we will be discussing that in depth. We will be discussing that in depth in regards to who is more under pressure in that game as well. Manchester United have signed Reguilon on loan, I believe, also. But Cam, what are you telling me? You good?
What are you telling me, man? Everything good?
Yeah.
Obviously, I know. Obviously, you're not well right now, but yeah, man.
You already know.
How are you feeling about your team right now?
Oh, this is why I signed out. Like, people looked at me crazy. You know, when we signed Mason Mount, and I said, all right, we not serious. I'll see you lot next year. I'll see you lot next year. And then we just compound that with
I'm about there, bro. I'm about there with Arsenal myself, G.
I get that, but at least you've got more. You have more in your favor. You know what I'm saying? In that, because you have a good team there. It's just that the manager's currently not picking it. But you have an 11. All it takes is a couple injuries or suspensions, and the team will get picked. Like I said before, everyone knows your best midfield is Partey, Rice, Odegaard. Everyone knows that.
Everyone knows about fucking Arteta.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand. And then you go
to the back for... This is the problem we have. Like, everyone knows, but the main man himself. Like, it's like I saw a big up, just real quick, big up Gunner King in it. Yeah. I saw his AFTV interview today, innit? And he was saying about how City were at the start of the season. They were like, "Oh, they don't look like the City from before." Because they were experimenting, and I get what you mean. I get all that. I get the experimentation and all that. But I'm sorry, there's no explanation. There's no explanation on a player called Kai Havertz, bro. There's just no explanation. You can't tell me about, like, and this isn't like Gunner King, by the way. This is just in general, like, because he was talking about more of the experimentation that Arteta is doing. I'm more going into Kai Havertz itself. So whatever experiment you're trying, and you're trying it with Kai Havertz, it's not going to work. It's not going to fucking work.
Agreed.
And I don't want to hear that, oh, it's only been 3 games. It's been 3.5. It's been 3 years in the Premier League, and he's done fuck all, bro.
That is true. You're right.
Like, and then you get people, well, Chelsea played him as this, we're going to play him as, all right. So in the 3 games that we have played him, he's actually done worse than what he done at Chelsea.
Wow. Talk about
it. And then we're praising him for him doing the bare minimum a football player we ask a football player to do. Like, we're now turning into our fan base is turning into Johnny Minerals FC.
Talk about it. What do you mean by that?
Like, with that all off the ball shit, and but his off the ball movement and like, seriously. So we're now bearing in mind this is the same player 99% of the fan base was clowning the very last season, literally up until May, before we was even linked with him, was clowning this player at Chelsea. And then we was linked to him. Suddenly, well, you know, Arteta has a plan. So yeah, but yeah, man, that's about Kai Havertz, bro. Sorry, man,
it's cool. We gonna get to that because people, obviously, you lot drop points on the weekend.
That's the thing. People are gonna ask me about Fulham. I was working Creamfields, innit? So I didn't see none of the games.
You can talk more about it's more so the result anyway. Obviously, you can't.
Well, no, I saw the result. Like, I saw 2-2. I mean, I just laughed when I saw. I think it's the 3rd or 4th time in 2023 alone we've conceded in the first minute.
Yeah, I think it's the 3 of your last 9 home games you conceded like ridiculously early at home or something like that.
Like in the first minute, bro.
It was in the first minute. All right.
What is going on with that? And then to see that we couldn't even get a goal, like we couldn't even equalize in our home ground in the first half. I just heard that our first half we were just abysmal, and in the second half we were better.
You stepped up. Yeah.
And
I didn't watch your game, so I don't know either because it was the same time as us.
That's what I'm saying. And I heard after the second goal, we sort of like started taking our gas off the pedal and all that, like our foot off the pedal. And we could have got another couple goals before they scored as well, which we should have taken. Like apparently Kai Havertz missed another sitter, which I ain't fucking surprised about. You know what I mean? Like
such a bad signing.
Such a bad sign. Like
it's such a
literally, man. Oh, man.
3 games in, you know.
3 games in, bruv, and people are like, they now. This is why Arsenal fans get bantered, bruv.
Yeah, the thing is though, you called this. We all called this. We all said this verbatim. Like, yeah, this is not a good idea. This side is not going to work.
Before the signing even happened, I was like, this is not a good idea. Please do not sign him. Like, don't get me wrong. This is the funny thing. We all know Kai Havertz has 1 or 2 purple patches during the season. So when he goes through that little purple patch and he gets maybe a couple G&A,
yeah, he's gonna watch.
You watch.
Yeah.
You watch these Arsenal fans. Oh yeah, this is the Kai Havertz. Where's your sorries? I'll be waiting for you. Keep the same energy, ratata, and then he'll go back to his same old shit self.
Yeah,
this is Kai Havertz. This is what we've seen at Chelsea, bro.
You know what the crazy
and you're
part
expecting something different. Listen, before you say anything, yeah, this motherfucker couldn't perform under how many managers at Chelsea in 3 years? And you're telling me Arteta can get him to perform? Like, what is Arteta now? Pep Guardiola? He is Pep Guardiola, because if he was Pep Guardiola, we wouldn't have fucking, slipped the league last season. Do you know what I mean?
He's the Messiah, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know what's fun? You know why I was talking?
Makes no fucking sense. This signing makes no fucking sense.
Because what you said is going to happen. He's going to get a couple of G&A over like 2-3 games, and then the hype train is going to start.
Oh my God! You watch the hype train. You watch the hype train.
He goes score against like Luton. He'll score against like Crystal Palace, for example, and like teams like that, like teams battling relegation or lower half of the table, and it's going to be crazy.
And they'll be like, this is it. This is it. Oh, he's here. This is the Kai Havertz.
It's gonna happen. 100%.
And then he's gonna go for another 4 or 5 months where he's not gonna fucking do nothing, bro. He might get 1 or 2 in that 4 or 5 months, but that's about it.
Large up everyone in the chat. Steve, I see you. Big up to the members. Steve's been a member for 10 months. Love how StreamYard does this. Telling you right now, PSV top the group.
Oh,
they're my dark horse for the Champions League quarterfinals minimum. Yeah, this is a new feature that they've added. Big up to Jesse, who's been a member for a single month. Big up to you, Jesse, every single time. We are in the Champions League and we're signing regular WTF. Hey, Jesse, I hear you, man. I hear you. And let me get to the super chat from Steve as well. Steve, big up for the super chat. Obviously, if anyone super chats, I'll get to your comment or question. I'm starring the best questions. Don't worry about that. If you want to join the membership, the link is in the pinned comment. Do not sleep on PSV Eindhoven and Lons away. I got PSV top in the group. Here's the thing, Steve. If this was anybody else saying that, I'd take it with a pinch of salt. But the fact that you're saying that, elaborate why. Because you watching the football outside, like you watching football everywhere. Like, so if you told me about anything, you could tell me about the left back at Osasuna, and I believe what you were saying about him. Like, Kaneki's in that boat as well. Like, Jez, like, there's a few people who, if they tell me about upscale players, like, Steve watches, he could probably tell us about someone from the Belarus league, and I believe him type of thing. Like, so the fact that you're saying PSV and Lons away, it's tough, and you got PSV top in the group. Why is that? What is it about those two sides, in particular PSV, that you say they're top in the group? I thought you would have went with Sevilla, but obviously, Steve, you watch much more European football than I do. But
you know what happens to Sevilla? They'll probably come third, go back to Europa League, and get to the semis or the final. Probably end up fucking winning it again. Do you know what I mean? Depending on if Liverpool don't get it. I reckon Liverpool win it, but
Nah, I hear that. And just to quickly, I did write it in the chat as well, but big up to Corey P. You asked, he said, are you moving to Kickstarting tomorrow with regards to all the stuff you used to do on Twitch? So yes, because it's tomorrow, because it's still Thursday in the US where you're based. I think it's either the US or Canada, Corey P. Can't remember which one it is. My apologies. But I know it's still Thursday over there. But yes, from today, people, if it's the 1st of September, basically, whatever time zone you're in, all of the Twitch content will be over on the Sarcasm City TV Kick. It's all good. Sarcasm City TV Kick, people. So all the non-Manchester United watch-alongs, all the non-Manchester United Champions League watch-alongs as well will be on there. League Cup, FA Cup, all of those watch-alongs will be on the Kick as well.
Is this a new streaming site then?
Yeah, new streaming site. Yeah. So all the NBA content will be on there. The NFL show, when the man then bring it back, will be on there. The F1 show, the boxing show, Big Fights, Big Nights Only, which will be on tonight because it's Smith Eubank Jr. 2.
Was that tonight?
No, that's tomorrow.
Friday.
Yeah, Saturday. It's Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. So we do the preview on the Friday, and then we'll do the recap right after the bout. So yes, all of that content will be on the Kick.
Like a watch along thing. So.
No. I won't do a watch along because I won't be able to shout on my TV in peace. You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm watching bouts and stuff like that. So yeah, to answer your question, Warrior J, yes, everything. I mean, Warrior J, Corey P, yes, all of just all the Twitch content will be over on the Kick. Yes, all of that type of stuff will be over on the Kick. Please make sure you continue to share this across all the socials. We have over 70 people in here and we only have 28 likes. What's going on, man? Like check 1212. Let's get us up to 50 likes. Let's get us up to 50 likes. I like Warrior J said, oh guys, follow the Sarcasm City TV Kick. Make sure you do so. And I did see Corey P say he just signed up to his account. He signed up, created his Kick account and followed. So yeah, make sure you do that. Only thing that'll be on Twitch is Pro Clubs, people. So it'll be over there. And yeah, Eddie, man, I mash up. He says flawless sounds like me after a date with Casamigos. Yeah, that's why I got a cough. So I sound like this. This is why I'm gonna sleep well. So yeah, but you lot still gonna get the content. You lot still gonna get the content. Don't worry about that. Like I gotta be on death's doorstep for you lot not to get content. So big up each and every time as well. Yeah, and we'll go to that actually. In regards to the group, someone asked thoughts on the groups that we both got. So thoughts on your group. Cam, gotta be over the moon.
We just got an Euro. We're never getting away from Europa League, fam. We just basically got a Europa League-esque group, bruv. Like literally a Europa. Like if that was in the Europa League, you look at that group and like, yo, that's a strong group,
Yo, it's a Europa League group. It is. So you
that legit is a Europa League group. Like I'm just more pissed off about City group, bruv. Like how the fuck did they get it so easy? But well, I know how the fuck they got it so easy, but
they do always get favorable groups. They always, even
before they win the competition. Like I think with our group though, I mean, I'm expecting to top it. I am expecting, like, I mean, with this whole thing about Arteta and that, like, I don't expect us to go win it, but I expect us to top the group and at least, I mean, get me to the fucking quarters or semis, and I'll be all right with that. I'll be upset if we get knocked out, of course, but I wouldn't be to the point where I'm like angry or anything. I'm like, you know what? You got further than I thought. Fair dues, you know what I mean? Like, but just don't get to like a semi-final and get knocked out, but to someone like fucking underwhelming, like. You know,
you lot going like a Lons or something.
Yeah, literally like a PSV.
I get you.
Like, that's not disrespect to PSV, but you wouldn't expect PSV to be getting to like a semi-final, and if they did, you would expect a team as big as Arsenal to beat them. But then saying that, they beat us last year, so that's what it is.
Yeah, that in regards to our group, Bayern Munich was the team I didn't want. That was the team from pot 1 that I did not want whatsoever. Even though Bayern Munich are not at their very best, they still have players who can hurt you. And that's what I don't want to face in knockout ties. People obviously, because whilst making content, when I've spoke whether Manchester United in the Champions League or we're in the Europa League, over a 2-legged tie, the last thing I want on the opposition is someone who is a match winner over 2 legs. That's what it is. And with Bayern Munich, even though they're not at their best overall as a team, they have many match winners. When you have a Kimmich, when you have when you have a Kane, I just use those two as an example. They are match winners. If they turn up and play 10 out of 10, they can take a tie away from you. In terms, I'm talking more so knockouts, not group stages. And that's legit what it is. Yeah, like Jesse says, like a Gnabry, but I'm taking the 2 best, but you don't understand my overall point. I'm not trying to see match winners over there. This is why I didn't want AC Milan. If someone criticized me and was like, "Oh, why?" Because I said worst case scenario is we get Bayern Munich and AC Milan, and after we drew Bayern Munich, I was literally on Rant's stream. Shout out to Rant, everyone who was on there for the Champions League draw party. And I was like, I don't want AC Milan. And that's not because I think AC Milan are a great side. I actually think we're better than AC Milan. But with Rafael Leao, they have someone who is a difference maker, who, if he's at 10 out of 10 over a 90-minute period, he can take a game away from you. I'm not trying to see that. It's like United playing Arsenal this weekend. They have Saka. If he turns up and he plays 10 out of 10 in that game, he's the type of person who can win a game by himself. They're not the players you want to see on opposition. You don't want someone with that. Like, he might turn up and play bad and we win the game. The point that I'm making is I'm concerned. Like, you don't want to see that over two. Like, don't bring me someone who, bring me teams in knockout ties in particular who have to be at their best as a team to beat you. I don't want to see someone with an individual. It's kind of like having Wilder's knockout power, like as a boxer. Like, you ain't trying to fight no one with Wilder's knockout power.
Yeah, because you know, like, you might be the better boxer overall, but if he hits you, if he clips you with one of his, it just takes one clip.
It takes one.
And that's it. You're done.
And the thing is, we've seen him.
You could look. Joe Ortiz is the prime. Is it Joe Ortiz?
Luis Ortiz.
Sorry, Luis. I'm thinking of the rapper Joe Ortiz. Sorry, Luis Ortiz is the prime example of that. Man was like dominating Wilder. Dominating Wilder in that fight, and then it just took one Wilder, boom, and that was it. Game over, man.
And you know what the crazy part is? That's the vast majority of Wilder's bouts that go 5 rounds or more. He's losing on the cards, and he's clearly losing on the cards. So I say all that to say this. That's why I didn't want to face AC Milan. So Bayern Munich was worst case scenario. Copehagen I liked. I was like, that's a good draw because it's not a hostile environment to go to. Galatasaray is not good. Not so much for the home game. I
hate Galatasaray. We always, do you know what's funny? Yeah, I said we're either going to get Galatasaray or Bayern Munich, and I'm glad we didn't, because you seem to got the draw that we normally get. Not Bayern Munich as such in a group stage, because it's like when I saw big up Daps, by the way, when I saw Daps' thing saying how was Arsenal in pot 2 and rah. So I was like, bruv, how was we in pot 1? I mean, he goes, we've got no football European heritage in that such sense, which we don't, because we don't really have a big trophy on European. So, like, if you want to go to the Cup Winners' Cup in '94 and use that as a European thing, then yeah, fair. We've got something there, but it's not nothing to brag about. Like that 1994 Champions, it was a Champions League though. You know what I'm saying? We can say like, well, we still got one. You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? We talk about we ain't got no. We got one in that. It's not that, unfortunately. You know what I mean? So, but that's like the equivalent to what just West Ham just basically won now.
Nah,
do you know what I'm saying? So it's nothing to take away from West Ham. Yeah, they won. Well, they've got a European Cup, and that's not taking that away from them. It is a European Cup, but when you're comparing it to the Champions League, it's fucking nothing.
Yeah,
I'm saying in 30 years' time, no one's gonna really remember that West Ham European Cup, because it wasn't a Champions League.
Yeah, West Ham
fans will remember it. That's different. But I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? So, but it's like, that's what I said. I said, how was we in pot 1 for near enough 20 years? When it came to, before we obviously wasn't in it for 7 years on the dot. We was in pot 1 near enough every year. If you knew it, we was in pot 1 every single year.
Yeah, because he was consistent. He was consistently in the Champions League.
Yeah, that's the thing, and they were all in on points. So obviously, every time we got the group, we were always the top seed of that group. No matter who we got in the next round, like, we was always considered the top seed. So but in that groups, we would always have Galatasaray.
It's a tough place to go, And
so, yeah, when they would always play us? They would always play us as the last game
away at their place.
Like the 6 out of 6 game, and we'll play away at their place.
Yeah, and that's what it is, people, in regards to the group. So Bayern Munich, I wasn't trying to see. Copehagen, I like that's favorable. Galatasaray is mixed at home. I trust Manchester United at home against most teams, not in terms of performance, but in terms of results, because we actually get results at home. We beat Wolves, even though the performance wasn't good. The performance against Forest for the vast majority was good. It's just that first 4 minutes, and from the first 4 minutes and after we scored the third goal, we were horrific, like 2 ends. But like the middle part of the game, for like 60, 65 minutes. We was on point at home. It's just away from home and going to what's going to be a very hostile environment. I don't know too much about Galatasaray in terms of players, so I'll have to double check that, and I'm sure the chat will know in regards to what players they have. But I just don't trust this team away from home. That's what it is. Do I think we get out of this group? Yes. Am I confident Manchester United get out of this group? Absolutely not. No, because I know how this team can fold, in particular away from home.
Would you quick question, obviously it's still early, obviously it's just happened today, innit? But if you was to finish third in your group and was to go in the Europa League, would you then consider anything less than a win in the
horrific? I won't even. We should.
No, obviously it would be horrific. No, it would be horrific. What I'm saying, I know, because obviously you're dropping down from the Champions League, but I'm saying if that was to happen, would you then look at it like anything less than winning this competition is failure?
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely.
That's how I'm like. People call me crazy about Arsenal, and that's how I'm looking at it. I said, I don't care, bruv. If we're now considered this Champions League team, I don't care who's in Europa. Yeah, Liverpool might be in Europa, and their European heritage speaks for itself. You know what I mean? Like, there's no taking it. Like, they got European heritage there. It speaks for itself. They've got great European. I think any English team would love Liverpool's European heritage. Let's not get it twisted. Yeah, but if you're dropping from the Champions League and you're not expecting to at least win that Europa League, now you're considered a Champions League team. That's a failure, bro. Just dropping down is a failure in itself, but like,
absolutely,
you can redeem it if you win Europa League.
No, absolutely, you're right. You spot on. And big up Jacob, United Spurs of America, for the raid as well every single time. Make sure you go subscribe to his channel, doing great work over there. So make sure you do. I've been honored, you know what I'm saying, to be on his channel a couple of times. So make sure you check it out. In particular, if you're a Spurs fan as well, and you've seen him on his channel before, and you will see him on his channel again. Big up to Steve for the super chat. Says Dries Merton, Kerem, I can't even pronounce my man's name. Both match winners for Galatasaray, Sasha Bowie and Victor Nelson, good players as well. It did not, you lot in the chat, let me know. Did Wilfred Zaha not go there? Is he not at Galatasaray as well? And did we not sell Fred to Galatasaray as well?
I think Fred went Fenerbahce, didn't it?
Ah, it was Fenerbahce. Yeah. Must be getting my Turkish teams mixed up. But I swear Zaha's there. But hey, Steve, big up for the super chat, man. Much appreciated.
Wait, didn't Zaha go? I swear didn't Zaha go Saudi? No, he didn't.
Nah, he didn't go Saudi. He was linked to Saudi, but he didn't end up going Saudi.
Yeah, no, he ended up going Turkey, I swear. Yeah, no, he did go Turkey.
The chat will let us know anyway. Hey, large up Lewis as well says none of your groups are as easy as Chelsea's. This guy. Yeah, I was right. Big up to Lewis. Make sure you go subscribe to the King Lewis his channel. Yeah, he's at Galatasaray.
Yeah, he's at Galatasaray. Oh, so that will be a tough tie then. That will be a tough group.
Yeah. In a hostile environment. Flawless and Cam off topic, but thoughts on Group F.
What,
very much. Very much. See, you already knew which group it was. Very much looking forward to that group. Like, I so hope.
I just straight away. I forgot what group the actual group was. Yeah, I just knew. But as soon as you said Group F, I just
PSG, AC Milan, Newcastle. Who's the other team? Let me know. Borussia Dortmund. That's it. But yeah, that group. I'm hoping it doesn't clash with Manchester United's group, because that is a group I'm doing watch-alongs for.
Have they put out the system of how it's going to work after?
The fixtures, I don't think so yet. I'll have to Google it.
Obviously, because if we're going back from, obviously this is 5-6 years ago. It might have been. It was Group A from winner of Group A plays runner-up Group B, and vice versa. Winner of Group B.
Oh no! It don't work like that. I thought you were talking about the fixture list. So how it works is all the winners of the groups go into one pot, all the runners up go into one pot, and then they draw it like that. So it's not like a World Cup or Euros.
Look, European, other rival fans, you can get your banter out. That's how long it's been for us, man. I didn't even know it like that. No,
yeah, that's exactly what Lee said. He was like, I had no idea how this works.
It's been so long, it's changed. I blame Xhaka for that. You see, Xhaka leaves and we're back in the Champions League, bro.
He did help you get there, though.
Oh, fuck that, bro. He helped us for like 2-3 months, bro.
Nah, I hear you. Steve says PSV top in the group for me because they're a very well-balanced side. Excellent attack in depth, plus goal threats. Luke de Jong, Johan Bakayoko, Veerman, Lang, Pepe, Salib. Is that what? Sabiri and Tillman as well. I don't even know these players, but I'm hoping Arsenal. I'm hoping their games don't clash with Manchester United as well, because I'm trying to watch some Arsenal games. I am. See how they do. generally try to watch their games. Yeah, go on, fam.
So we're Group B, ain't you? You're Group A.
Yes, that is
Oh,
correct.
they'll probably clash it.
Yeah,
because
probably.
that means Newcastle and
Mhm.
City, they're on the other side of the.
Yeah, they'll probably clash it, which is unfortunate. But here we are. As long
Yeah,
as I can watch,
they're
as
on
long as
they're
I
on
can
the
watch
other
Copehagen.
side of what was Newcastle's F and City's what?
Are you sure?
City is E.
Might be sure the chat will let us know. Big up to Eddie, says flawless. Big up, man. Great to see you on again. Hey, man, you already know, man. We gonna keep the show on the road, man. We gonna keep the show on the road. You will get Champions League watch-alongs over on the Kick, people. So make sure you go download the Kick app for free, sign up for free. Same way you watch and comment on YouTube, it's the exact same on Kick, people. So that's where all the Twitch content is going over on the Kick.
Yeah,
So
I mean, if I mean, what they could do, is they might do the whole early kickoff, late kickoff thing. Did they do that last year in the Champions League? I know they did it in Europa, but
yes, they did. Depending on where the country.
So one might be what they might do, what they might actually try and do if it is United Arsenal clashing. What they probably end up doing is, they'll probably put, say if it's Arsenal versus PSV, because that's like, top. Well, or even Sevilla. If you go to Sevilla, we'll go to top seed and second seed. So if you put Arsenal, Sevilla, don't put Man United, Bayern Munich on the same night. Put like Man United. Who else did you get in your group?
We got Copenhagen, Bayern, Galatasaray.
Copehagen. Put Copenhagen, and then you put
Man United
Copenhagen game, the earlier kickoff, and then the Arsenal Sevilla, because that's considered the big game in that group, if that makes sense, because it's pot 1 versus pot 2, as the later kickoff.
Yeah, see, Steve said it. Come, yes, you're correct. It's 2 of the 5:45 kickoffs to the 6, 8 p.m. UK kickoff. So yeah, I can see that happening. Yeah, 100%.
That's what they'll probably do. But if they do like 2 big games on the same night and they have one early, it's peak for the early one, because obviously people are still coming back from work and either still working, so it's peak for the earlier one. For views anyway. If they're looking for obviously televised views and shit.
I get what you're saying. Hey, you lot continue to get your questions in. Please just keep them Manchester United or Arsenal related. Me and Cam will be giving our thoughts on the actual game that's coming up on the weekend, Arsenal versus Manchester United.
Is there 150 people here and only 52 likes? Hey, listen, there's 100 people that have not liked this. Have we upset you? Have I upset you? I'm sorry if I've upset you. Why are you not liking it? It's just a quick. All you have to do is just scroll to the like button, click.
Absolutely.
Bump up them likes.
That's all we need you lot to do, man. Is bump up the likes. That's legit. Let's get us up to 80 likes, people.
It's all love over the Sarcasm City. But just pay the toll. That's it.
Pay the toll. When you
pay the toll.
Pay the toll.
It's not money you have to pay. It's just a like and a subscribe. If anything.
It's free.
It's free. It's free. You ain't getting taxed on it. You ain't getting a bill on it. It's free, my brothers and sisters.
Pay the toll. And hit the subscribe button on top of that as well. We're at 7,855 subscribers. It is rolled to 8,000 subs. Let's get us to 7,860. Over 140 people in there. I'm asking only for 5 subscribers. Hit that subscribe button, people. Hit that subscribe button.
That Shagger coming up.
What did man say? I'm just looking
that Shagger coming up. I already liked.
You know what I'm saying? Eddie says, who makes it further in the competition?
What, between Arsenal and United?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah. I think it's very dependable on the draw. I think if either of us get a tough draw, we go out. So for example, let's say argument's sake, Bayern Munich top the group with Manchester United. Manchester United finished second. And then Arsenal top their group. And then Bayern draw Arsenal in the knockout tie. Arsenal are going out in the next round.
How would that happen if you said Bayern top the group?
If you finish second and they top
their group, Arsenal face each other.
All right. Oh yeah. So yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Obviously. Yeah. But that's the thing. Do you know what it is? Yeah. Do you know what it is? I'm not. Do you know what? I'd expect I would expect Bayern to beat us. I would actually expect a Bayern Munich win.
Same way. I don't think the thing is,
like, people are bantering it like it will be like how it was back in the day. I'm sorry. You're right with what you're saying with Bayern Munich players. They have match winners. They do.
Yeah.
And I'm not taking that with look. I'm not taking. I mean, Harry Kane will be fucked for both games. There's no doubt in my mind he's going to be up for both of them games, just for the fact it's this whole Spurs connection with him. and he always fucking scored. Like put it this way: expect at least a minimum of 2 Bayern penalties in both games, in the space of both games. If that was to happen, if Arsenal was to play Bayern, there will be one at the Emirates, which he will score, and then there will be one in Bayern Munich, which he will score. Yeah, so just expect that. Yeah, but he will turn up regardless. Like you said, there's Gnabry's there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? But he would want to turn up like this is what you should have had, you could have had, but you sold me.
Mm-hmm.
Or it would be like, nah, it's my team, you know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for them, I might not be here today. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't worry about them as such, like, because this isn't the Bayern Munich of old. This isn't the Bayern Munich of Robin, Ribery, Lewandowski, fucking, bro, just them three alone. Them three alone. I don't have to name no more other player. You still had Xabi Alonso there. You still had, bruv, you had all these players. They still had Lam, all of these players. They don't have them kind of players no more. They have, yes, they have what you say, like with Kimmich, Kane, maybe Gnabry, a couple more players there that are match winners. But as a team in itself, it's nowhere near the same team as what it was 6-7 years ago.
Yeah. This is definitely a weaker Bayern side. Okay, man. That's why I don't think
you know what I'm saying. And to be honest with you, Tuchel, I ain't even worried about Tuchel like that. I think he's very overrated, to be honest.
Talk about it, fam. Floor's yours.
No. I think he's a great manager. Don't get me wrong. I think he's a very great manager, but he's not up there where people put him.
First,
he's not up there. I'm sorry.
First,
you know what I'm saying? Because he got that fluky Chelsea Champions League, and obviously hats off to him because he got Chelsea a Champions League. Do you know what I mean? I'm not discrediting in that. I'd love that to be Arsenal, like, do you know what I mean? But it's not. Hats off to him for doing that, but he's not really done nothing since, bro. And fair enough, I know he only left last season for Chelsea, but even after that, after the Champions League, what did he do at Chelsea? Done fuck all, bro.
You spit.
He's gone to Bayern Munich, and he almost lost the league on the last day of the season, bro. Does no one realize this? And you're trying to tell me Tuchel's this great manager? Nah, the Bayern Munichs I know, I already had the wrapped up from 4 games ago. And you're telling me this guy could have lost it because of... Let's get it right as well. Luck was on their side that day.
Talk about it, fam.
When they won the league. So I'm not even worried. Like, yes, I would expect them because of the pedigree they've got to beat Arsenal if that was to happen. But it's nowhere near to the point where I'm expecting 5-1 each game, but there's like you can try and ban it. That's not going to happen.
That's not going to happen.
If they win, it's going to be 1 or 2-0, 1-2-1, or 3-1 maybe.
Yeah, I don't think they beat you. Like, yeah, it won't be.
The funny thing is, if we beat them, what's everyone going to say then? Oh yeah, but this is what the excuse is going to be. Oh well, it ain't the Bayern of 6-7 years ago.
That'd be surprised.
So you heard it here first. And if we end up drawing them, I'm not saying we will. If we end up getting to the next round, that is. And we end up drawing them, and if we end up beating them, you'll hear the excuse. I've said it here today on what's the date? It's technically now the 1st of September. Yeah, in UK time, 1:15. I've said it today. Clip me now. If we get Bayern in any of the rounds, if we proceed from the group stages of the Champions League and we win, the excuses will be, oh, this ain't the Bayern of old. Rah, 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 rah. This is a weaker Bayern Munich. This is the rah, rah, rah. Like they didn't have Robin and they don't have Ribery and rah, rah, rah. That's what the excuses are going to be.
Yeah. Nah, fam.
This is what's funny about football. So yeah, man.
But yeah, to answer your question, Eddie, I think it's on the draw. I think if either of these sides get a tough draw, it's a wrap.
Yeah, sorry, I kind of just
it's cool. If Arsenal or United faces Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Manchester City over 2 legs, they're going out. It's favorable draws for both of these sides. Both of these sides, like Arsenal getting a favorable draws, put them in a much better position because of their group. I expect them to top their group. Us, I think we'll get out of our group. Do I think we finish first? No. I think best case scenario is second. Would it surprise me if we didn't make it through our group? No. I know what we're like away from home. The home games I'm not even really too fussed about. I can see us actually getting positive results. Being Copehagen, Galatasaray, and Bayern Munich at home. Obviously, the Bayern Munich would be the toughest one. If we got 9 out of 9 points, that wouldn't really surprise me. But then if we went away and got 0 out of 9, or 2 points from the 9 out away from home, that would not surprise me. So that's what it is. Like, it's definitely not no sure thing. Yeah, Warrior J. The away games are the problem. 110%. The away games are indeed the problem, without doubt. Big up Dennis says, question to Flawless. Do you think that United going to the round of 16 with that draw? I think United are going to Europa to join Liverpool. I think like I just said, I think we get out of the group. Or would it surprise me if we didn't? No, because I've watched this team enough to go, all right, away from home, you lot will fold. You've got that. The team has that within them where they'll fold if the going gets tough away from home. If we go down, like we've seen it enough, the away record speaks for itself. Of course, we got Højlund to come back into, well, not come back into the team, actually get into the team. That could make a difference. I expect it to make a difference because it's just a striker, but how much of a difference he makes, I'm unsure as to yet. But I do really like his profile, so we are going to see. They're saying he is in the squad for the Arsenal game. I'm saying I've already run out on a limb. Said if he's on the bench, I think he comes on and scores. If he actually plays, he plays like 20 minutes or so. Because like just from his profile, that's what I'm talking about. Man, I'm saying he's electric. Like I've been told like he's Rashford quick. Like, so I'm like, oh, if you going and you're direct like that, just that alone in the Premier League,
I mean,
you're gonna get goals.
Funny if Arteta's on this whole fucking experimental transition bullshit, and don't be surprised if you win on the weekend.
Right. Nah, I'll be surprised if we win on the weekend. We don't do well there. When's the last time we won at the Emirates?
Yeah, but it's not that right now. Yeah, the way this guy is fucking. Listen, we're lucky with the teams we've got since we've only played. So what we played Fulham, Forest, and
Palace.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm not discrediting them teams in what any way. Like they're good teams in their own right. Or they've had good moments anyway, especially Palace and Fulham because they're credible Premier League teams. But this is our first major test of the season because this is our first top 6 game of the season. If he's gonna go and do this experimental bullshit, we got lucky against Palace, Fulham, and Nottingham Forest. Yes, we had times where we were just dominant, like we were last season, but that was after he's changed it back to what he had to because we were fucking failing. So if he does that on the weekend against Man United, like I'm just telling you, if you see Thomas Partey at right back,
I hear that, Cam, but I said this. But
that's the thing. I'm not even expecting Man United to be the greatest as well.
We definitely won't be the greatest.
But I'd expect Rashford to be tearing up Thomas Partey down that right fucking.
Rashford will probably have his moments because that's just Rashford at his very worst. Is that like even when he's not having his best game, because of the way he plays and the attributes he possesses, he'll impact games. We've seen it against Forest. He was involved in all 3 goals. Was it the greatest game from him overall? Absolutely not. But this is what I keep talking about, his impact as an attacker in particular. If you're not playing your best, if you're playing 5 out of 10 or below for like the game overall, impact the game. The problem with our attack is they don't impact matches. They have to be, if you have to be at your very best to win matches, you're going to struggle. Because Manchester City, to their credit, not always, they don't have to be at their very, very best. They don't have to be 9, 10 out of 10 to win. They can be 5, 6. And yes, that's because they have a better caliber of player. But you understand the point is, it's about impact. That's why I didn't understand the criticism, the heavy criticism, I should say, that Rashford received after the Forest game. When I said we were 2-0 down and Rashford was legit involved in all 3 goals. Like, yes, you can criticize his overall play, but he impacted the game. I would love, he had 3 moments that helped us win that game. If all 4 of our attacking players, so the 2 wide players, the 9 and the 10, all had 3 moments, guess what? We create a lot of chances. That's pretty much 12. That's 12 chances. I wish. That's my biggest issue with Sancho. Like, I use him as the example all the time. Impact. I don't remember you playing. You have to impact games. And because Rashford has pace and power and being direct. You can impact games. This is why you see Garnacho do it off the bench. This is why you see Palestri come off the bench and do it. This is why Bruno, to an extent, you see him do it. This is why I'm expecting it from Højlund to do it. But it's like Forest went down to even before Forest went down to 10 men, we dominated the ball in terms of possession. I didn't see Martial. Might as well not been out there. I seen Rashford. Whether he was messing up or not is a whole different. But I seen Rashford on the ball. I seen Bruno on the ball. I seen Anthony on the ball. Martial, where are you? Why can I see Casemiro? Why can I see the DM in more offensive positions doing more getting forward? How's Casemiro having more impact going forward? The defensive midfielder. I see him getting forward and actually impacting, getting in goal scoring opportunities, trying to create, crossing the ball, etc.
Do you think Regulion's gonna, how do you say his name?
You're talking about Regulon. Oh yeah, there has been a here you go with Regulon. For someone who said to me, and let me see if I can find the start thing. 1 second. I gotta get this off my chest too. Hold up. 1 second, if I can even find it.
You think he starts because Shaw's injured, isn't it?
Shaw is injured. Malacia is injured. However, we do have that low who can play over that side. And someone said in the chat, I can't find the actual comment, but someone said, yeah, Regulon is better than Cucurella. Regulon is in the same boat as Cucurella. Horrific signing. And when I say horrific, people, that doesn't mean I think he's a horrific player. Look at where Manchester United are trying to go. Their aim is winning the champs, competing in the champs. Their aim is winning the Premier League, competing in the Premier League. Regulon is not it. You know what I'm saying?
Regulon.
Like, Regulon is not it. It's
that
not
is how bad he is. He's just ragu, bro. He's just...
Yeah, to Jacob, he says Regulon's not better than Cucurella. Either or, two cheeks of the same ass. Both not good enough for where Manchester United are trying to go. It's like the Mount Bruno thing. Where people say, oh, Mount's better than Bruno, or Bruno's better than Mount. Or like, will someone say, oh, such and such is better than McTominay? Yeah, the bar is on the floor. Yeah, Regulon's confirmed is a loan deal, Black Diamond. Fabrizio tweeted it out. Awful signing. You know what I'm saying?
It's awful signing. So dead to be an Arsenal fan. It's just going to be so disappointing knowing that.
It's an awful signing. Like, that's what it is.
By the way, to any Arsenal fan, by the way, I just need to say this. Any Arsenal fan that thinks this window has been a great window, get your fucking heads out your fucking asses, seriously. Because this window has been a sham, bro. It's been an absolute fucking sham. Like, we've overspent on Declan Rice, which I've already said. I don't mind doing that on a player every now and then because I just never thought I'd see Arsenal spend 100 mil on anyone. So I'll take that one with a pinch of salt. But we completely wasted 65 million on some dickhead from Chelsea. And I'm not being funny. We've just basically signed an exact same player in Ramsdale, which we will probably end up wasting another 27 million next year in signing him on permanent in Raya. So our only good fucking signing we've got that you can actually look at and say, yeah, he improves the squad 110%, is the only guy that's injured for the rest of the fucking season. And you're telling me we haven't been able to sell any players to then buy more players? And then people were getting on to me at the start of the window when I said this Edu guy is a fucking fraud, bro. Get this guy out of my club. And everyone was getting on to me saying, oh, it's only just like it's day one of the window. And I'm like, bro, bun the fucking day ones, bro. I don't care, bro. There's nothing he's gonna do. And then all right, then I started giving him his flowers. I was like, whoa, do you know what? He shot me on this window, do you know what I mean? And then it's all stopped. Oh, we've sold Balogun for what, 45 million? Or whatever it is, or 30 million plus add-ons. We sold Tavares on a loan. Yeah,
Tavares went Forest, right? Yeah,
on a loan. We might be terminating Pepe's contract. So what? You can't get you can't even get 5 million for Pepe. Is that what you're telling me? You're telling me there's no club out there that would not sign Pepe for 5 million? No, you want to be on your own high ego, fucking egotistical bullshit horse. And say, well, no, if I don't get this valuation from him, then no, do you know what? Fuck it. Termination. That Edu is the biggest. If we don't go out tomorrow and sign a fucking striker, which I don't, and then, by the way, I don't expect this to happen. But we don't go out to sign at least a striker and another fucking and another defender.
Mm-hmm.
Then, bruv, I'm sorry, this window has been a complete sham of a window, bruv. Like a complete retarded window. And don't let that 105 million price tag on Declan Rice gas it up, bro. Like, do not let that fucking price tag gas this window up for Arsenal, bro. Because I'll be real with you, as good as Declan Rice can be as a player, he's not at £100 million level player.
I agree with that. I think he's a good player, but I don't think he's a £100 million player. No.
Exactly. I think I've already said it. Like, if his name was Declano Ricedo from fucking Quasimodo.
Shout out Quasimodo, top quality team.
Shout out Quasimodo. But from Quasimodo, guy's worth 35 to 40 million max.
Nice.
But the whole English tax, you know, club to club, English to English club, you know, we were signing West Ham's captain and they could extort it because of the whole thing. And yeah, man, I get the whole why it was 105, but don't let the price tag gas you. He is not a £105 million player. He's a good player. He's not that. He's not world class. Like I said, the only player you can really look at that we've signed that elevates that team to the next level, that will elevate that team to the next level. And you could tell in pre-season and the one game that he played before he got injured was Timber. And then he got injured. And we've had all this fucking time. This is what I don't get, man. We've had this guy was injured on the first game of the season. Like, that was 3 weeks ago. And you're telling me you can't go and sign a backup on loan at least.
Talking about Timber.
Yeah.
Okay.
The guy was injured on the first game of the season, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And you're telling me you can't sell anyone or get any player in, even on for a loan.
Mm.
This is what I'm saying, brother. Like, Edu is the biggest fucking fraud. I generally think he's worse than Ed Woodward. Like, I generally think he's worse. That he's got not, but everyone's like, oh, what is he cooking? He's barbecuing that, bruv. He's cooking fucking nothing, bruv. He's cooking air and fucking water, bruv. That's what he's cooking, bruv.
Minus Havertz, though, you have had a good window, I think. I think the players you signed.
We haven't, bro. We've had a shit window, bro. Our only good, bro, we haven't been able to really sell any of our deadwood. We still got all this deadwood at our club.
So we're talking solely incomings. Take Havertz out of it, and even though I agree with you needed more, the players you brought in actually improve you. Like, yeah, Timber got injured, but
2 players, bro.
And Rice, there still needed to be more though. But it's still a start.
That's what I wouldn't. But that's the thing. If you're going on 2 players, bro, I'm saying it's a mediocre window, bro. It's a decent window. It's not the greatest.
Yeah, decent's fair. I think decent's
decent.
Fair.
I wouldn't say it's like good or great or anything like that. I'd say it's decent. But them 2 players alone is, yeah, you can look at him like, yeah, it's been all right. But like I said, we've still got all these fucking deadwood at our club. We still got Cedric. How have we still got Cedric at our club, bro?
Cedric's still there.
And Holding. How the fuck have we still got Holding? Even Luton Town came out today and said them links were false. We don't want Holding. This guy is legit turning into the Phil Jones of our club, bro. Like, I'm sorry, this window has been a 3, 4 at best, 4 out of 10 at best for me. They've literally got tomorrow to fucking redeem it. I know they won't. You're not gonna get a busy day at Arsenal tomorrow.
No.
You might get a couple outgoings. You might get one. Some 19-year-old from fucking Sao Paulo who's gonna come in, and then we're gonna loan out back to fucking Sao Paulo. You know, I'm not saying that's gonna happen, but it's gonna be some stupidness like that.
Right.
Like, there's nothing that Edu needs to go now, man. I've had enough of him, bruv. He's just shit, bruv. He's just shit, bruv. His barbecues are shit, bruv. If you want to go to his barbecue, you'll end up seeing that all he's cooking on that barbecue is burnt pizza, bruv. fucking air, bird, pizza, and water, bro. That's what he's cooking, bro. There's no meat. There's no nothing, bro. Just yeah.
Fez. You know what I'm saying? Very scathing. Continue to get your questions in as well. Don't worry, I've been starring on the better questions, so don't worry about that. But to make sure your question gets read out, people, super chat, and we'll get to it. Haldane, I did say this, where he says United will get back. You said it at the start. The summer flawless, our greatest side will be Qatar. Yeah, that's the most important side. That's what I would say. That's definitely the most important side. Question for Flawless: did you hear reports about United not wanting to leak any pictures with Højlund trading? Big up to Chicago. No, I did not hear this report. Okay. That makes sense because we're trying to keep it a secret. Give Arsenal something.
Or is out of context? Sorry.
So it's Arsenal. Yeah, nah, cool. I'm large up out of context. Big up Kaneki. I see you. And Warrior J says when Jez said thank you for taking him, he's a shit player. Yeah. That's how I know. You know what I'm saying? Like it's regular.
Did you see what happened? Was it yesterday?
Now what happened on Lewis's stream? Go on.
Yeah, no. Is it Staffy?
Yeah. Staffy.
Yeah, I don't know him like that. That was yesterday was the first time I've ever seen him in it. Like to be fair, so obviously big up Staffy, whoever you are. Obviously, I don't really know. I've never seen you before. Like it is what it is. Like, but out of context, I think what happened was because Lewis has got a shitload of mods. And obviously out of context was a mod, and I don't know what the comment was. I don't know what the comment was, but he was it timed out Staffy,
okay,
or he done something like that to Staffy, and then Staffy when it came on the stream and he went on a mad one, bruv. Like it was funny. Obviously, it was funny, and I get where Staffy was. I get his point, but I was thinking, yo, chill, bro. It's not that deep, bro. Like, my brother, like, you're getting this angry over a little timeout, mother. Yo, my G, like, chill. It's calm. It's really not that deep. Like, pick up yourself, Staffy. Obviously, I don't know if you're watching or not right now, but. Yeah, and I was just like, yo, he's getting onto out of context. Like, yo, all he did was a little timeout. You would have thought he dissed his whole family.
No, I seen it was said fast.
You know like that. Like I was thinking, yo, it's calm, bro. Like chill, bro. But yeah, man, that's all. But yeah, no worries out of context. I'll go. It's not even about having your back. I was just thinking, yo, it's just chill, bro. It's not deep. Not that deep.
To Warrior J, who says Manchester United are set to negotiate again with Fiorentina for the Amrabat deal. And here's the thing: is that with that, if we do indeed sign Amrabat, which I don't know if we will or not, Højlund's there. All of a sudden, the team does look better, but is it good enough for where we're trying to go? It's just very unknowns and underwhelming because the thing is, Manchester United have actually addressed pretty much all the positions we needed to address. The problem is the quality. We've needed a new left back. I've said we needed 2 new fullbacks, but the fact that we've actually gone out and tried to get a new left back is a good thing. But Cucurella, freaking Reguilon, not it. Needed a new goalkeeper, addressed that. Amrabat as a more defensive-minded midfielder, we needed that. We needed a more attacking midfielder. It just wasn't supposed to be Mount. Højlund is a striker we already know. So we've actually addressed a lot of the areas. We just haven't addressed it well.
If you can, I'll beg you bring that K. Is it K Trot or K?
What time? What's the time on it?
It literally wasn't even that long ago.
What's the time on K? What's his name? Oh, K Trot. Here we go. Yeah. He says, I still have a 30-man squad right now that needs to go down to 25 for registration. Stop talking with emotion. Common sense shows I still need to sell 5 players before anything else. Think, my G. Think. Flows yours from.
How am I talking with emotion? Did you not hear what I was saying? I was saying these man can't sell. Mm-hmm. That is our problem right now. Yes, we need players. But that's what I was saying. How have we not been able to sell anyone? Because we can't sign anyone until we sell anyone. That's what I even said. I said, you're telling me, I even said it. You're telling me we can't sell 1 or 2 players to sign 1 player. That's what we've had this whole window. We've had this whole window to sell these players, and we can't sell them Because what will end up happening is we're going to end up terminating their contract. I think I've never seen one club terminate so many fucking contracts in my life. I generally have never seen it so much.
Hey, side note, complete side note. You lot in the chat, let me know. Is the new Power Book 4, is that episode 1 out now? Or is it out tomorrow? Because I know it's on US time, so someone let me know. That season.
After this, I'm going to go check myself, bro.
Yeah, it's on Lionsgate, it is. So I've got that. So it's kind of like, someone let me know. Side note, complete side note.
Hey, listen, I'll be waiting so long for this one, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Season 2 of Power Book 4.
All I'm saying is, this shit better not be 45 minutes, bro. That's what pissed me off last season, that the episodes were so short, bro.
Yeah, but it'll be 50, 55 to an hour, 100%.
Man. They better be an hour and a half each just to make up from last season, bro.
Hey, I'm with that, man. Hey, more power the better. You know what I'm saying? I'm fully with that.
And then December 1st, but yeah, man. So
in regards to this as well, so because I've seen you say this a few times for odd spots, and I'm with you. Get the Glazers out there, crooks. That's what I mean about structure. The reason why I don't put that on them is because we've done good business. Over the past 2 summers, Manchester United at times have done good business. So it's not an excuse to do bad business. Mount is nothing to do with structure. Ten Hag insisted on that. That is on Eric Ten Hag. Bad signing. That's on him. Now, I hear it in regards to having a better structure around him, not to make poor decisions, but that is still a bad signing because the manager insisted on him. Anthony is looking like a bad signing. That is also on the manager. Cucurella, Reguilon, that's also on the manager. That's on him. Go get unknowns. You went and signed them last year for 12 million. Go and do that again. If we seen Spurs got a doggy. I've watched the doggy twice. I'm like, looks decent. Go get someone of that profile. We signed Lisandro Martinez. Steal. Casemiro. Steal. Ericsson on the free. Very shrewd business. Højlund. Fully understand that. We're not seeing him play, but I get it from a profile perspective. So the fact that we can do good business shows. That's more mistakes. Yes, the structure would help, but we see teams with great structure. City have the best structure. They make mistakes. They signed Calvin Phillips last season. That was a flop. They signed Claudio Bravo. They signed Ferran Torres. They signed the fullback, Gomez. They signed the centre-back, Eric Garcia. So they get things wrong. And they have the best structure. But the point is limiting it. And that's what it is with Manchester United. Like, we got Onana. That's a great deal. People don't talk about that enough. Number 1 goalkeeper of that quality for like 40 M's. Quality business. If City would have done that, say they was moving on Edison for whatever reason, and they would have signed Onana for that price, everyone will talk about what a great deal it is. So we can do good business because we've shown it.
Yeah, they'll be like, City, this, that's why they're the best.
Like we can do good business. Like, again, the structure needs to. I'm 110% with you. Our structure is awful, but it's not an excuse for some of the stuff we do. Like, it's not an excuse for Mount. That's just a bad side. I'm sorry. That's just an excuse. I mean, that's not an excuse. Big up our context. I see you. I tell that I wanted Arnautovic. We need a DOF ASAP. Did Mourinho not want Arnautovic as well? Or am I tripping? Someone let me know. That's why he wanted Arnautovic.
We don't talk about the same Arnautovic from.
They signed a lot of players so they don't go to other teams. So you can't use City as an example. So no, I can use City as an example. Before you go, 1 second. I can use City as an example because they're a prime example of what I'm talking about. City have the best structure in the country and they still make mistakes. So what I'm saying is having the best structure doesn't guarantee. Let me repeat that. Having the best structure doesn't guarantee you don't get things wrong because City have got things wrong. And they have the best structure with the best manager, the best in class, everything. And they make poor signings. Very few, though. It's about limiting them. That's what it is. We've seen them get things wrong. Like I said, Claudio Bravo being a prime example. Calvin Phillips being a prime example. A man said teams use DOF for a reason. Again, you're missing the point. I never said teams don't use a DOF. I'm legit saying even with a DOF, you can get things wrong. That's why I'm not hearing the excuse of the structure. I'm not. Word to Norridin. I'm not hearing the excuse of the structure whatsoever. And again, Andy says, yes, but they're winning. Again, don't put words. Who said anything about them winning or not? I'm just using them as an example. That furthers my point that a winning team can get things wrong. So the fact that a winning team can get things wrong, we can get things wrong. But I'm not hearing us signing Mason Mount is nothing to do with the structure. It's nothing to do with the structure. Ten Hag wanted him. Now, is it impact that he has so much power and it shouldn't be like that? Yes. So it's partly to do with it. But that's mostly on Ten Hag. That's on him. That's because Martinez, Casemiro, Onana, we give him credit for. We don't give the structure credit for those things.
I trust that.
Yeah. Like, that's what it is. Yeah, exactly. So for Odd Sports B, the reason why I repeated myself is because you put words in my mouth and responded back to stuff that I didn't say. Don't respond back to what you think I said. Respond back to what I said. Like, this is the point, because we don't give the structure credit for the good signings. So when the signings go wrong, don't blame the structure. When we sign Casemiro, we don't praise Manchester United structure. When we sign Martinez, when we sign Varane, when we sign Onana, we don't praise the structure. You can't have it both ways. Pre-pause. You can't have it both ways. You can't. It can't be when it goes well. All right, we're gonna praise. We're gonna praise. Yeah, it's hilarious. That's the new thing. I haven't pre-pause. We can't do that. We can't all praise Ten Hag, but then boom, not praise. And then when it goes wrong, blame the structure. No, because we don't give the structure credit. We don't. When it goes right, we give the structure no credit whatsoever.
I said pre-pause. What a fucking bar, bro.
Yeah, man, pre-pause, man. That's the thing. So I don't have to say it after. Pre-pause. That's what it is. I will criticize Ten Hag for selection mistakes, but he shouldn't be responsible for what players he has, is what I'm saying. No, he should be. See, this is where we disagree. No, he should be. He should be responsible, not solely responsible. He should play his part. He should have, what's the word I'm looking for? He should have insight on it. It should be him and a list of others. And if Ten Hag's trying to play a certain way, he should have input. I don't think a manager should be ever just given players. I think that's unfair. But I don't think a manager should be given 100% like control. But like I said, I know without talking to you, you praise Ten Hag. You know what I'm saying?
What it's looking like as well. It's looking like a Farteta season, bro. That Farteta name's coming back, bro. I can see it lingering. It's making an appearance. It's like, yo, you forget about me.
Yeah, like that's what it is. That's why I don't hear about it, because we want to blame the structure when things go wrong. But when we get signings right, we don't want to praise the structure. So don't have it both ways. We know the structure.
You know what it is with me?
All know this.
With me, yeah, the way I see it with Arsenal, it's like it's a similar thing with Arsenal, but it's like if all right, cool. I'm more on do about the transfer window, because I'm not saying he's the one that necessarily wants these players. It probably is Arteta that actually wants these players. But it's the fact that we can't fucking negotiate properly sometimes. And then when it comes to the players that he wants, and then it comes to us to, like, you know, having to offload players because we've got a big enough squad, and you know we need to make room for the new players. He can't negotiate that until the end, until it's too late, and then he terminates his contract. My problem with that's the problem with my that's my problem with Edu, innit? But with Arteta, it's a similar thing with Erik ten Hag. It's like, if it's a great signing, and people are still saying Ramsdale is great, fam. I'm sorry, this guy is arse fucking cheeks, bro. Pause, but this guy is the biggest arse cheeks I've ever seen in a kid. He's not top 10, bro. He's nowhere near top 10, bro. Like, this guy is just like, and every single fucking game, bro. It's not even hidden anymore, bro. It's every single game. I even heard it. Why is he diving like that? As soon as someone says, why is he diving like that? I don't even need the answer. I've got the answer.
You're the first person I've heard talk about this in terms of him being extravagant with the dives. You've been talking about this for a strong minute now. You've been saying
I'm starting to hear people now start saying it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Bro, listen, like, and we praise Arteta for that signing. Like, nah, man. You know that whole remember that whole thing that went on Twitter, the apology form. Let me rip that up. You ain't getting no apology from me. The only one I apologize for is Ben White. That's the only signing that I criticize Arteta for, and he's proved me wrong. Every other signing, and that doesn't necessarily mean every signing's been a bad signing. No. What it means is the only bad signing that well, that I thought was a bad signing, that's proved me wrong, is Ben White. And that's when he plays right back, because since he's been playing centre back, he's been the Ben White I knew I didn't want.
Yeah, he's a better right back than he is the centre back, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Fairs.
Like, there's no other player that he's really signed. Like, Trossard, I wasn't mad when he signed him. That wasn't like a, why the fuck did he sign Trossard for? No. Just like with Jesus. Zinchenko was a bit like, well, you know what? I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the ones where, you know, the fans are trying to defend him. Well, Arteta had a plan. Basically, the Kai Havertz. You know, Arteta has the plan. I want your apologies as loud as your disrespect. Like, nah, you'll never get the apology from me because it will never happen, bro. Because he will never prove me wrong.
Yes. I hear you, fam.
So that's sorry. I know I went off on one again, but yeah, that's where I'm at with like. It's that. Sorry, when you was talking about Ten Hag, that's where I'm at with Arteta. Like, out of what he's signed, 25 players now, over 25, and you can literally see out of over the 25 players he signed, maybe 26, 27, you can legit say 7 of them have worked.
Yeah, like I said, that's what criticism, to be fair in it, because like I say, when it goes wrong, people want to blame the structure. But when it goes right, people don't praise the structure. So cut it out. They can do better. Ten Hag can do better. I expect him to do better. That's the thing is, his skill level is better than what he's showing right now. 110%. Because I've seen you get it right. I've seen you legit get it right. So I'm like, more.
It's Richard Garlick, Vinay, and Edu. Listen, Edu's basically spearheading this. Let's not go wrong about this. He's spearheading this whole operation. Yeah, Rich Garlick's up there to blame. The only reason why I didn't say Rich Garlick because I can't be bothered to fucking name them all. But Edu is the spearhead of all this. Richard Garlick, if Edu's the spearhead, Richard Garlick's the stick. Pause. He's the stick that goes into the spearhead. You know what I mean? They're both one of each other. Because when they say, we all know when Edu's signing when we see one. Marquinhos is an Edu signing. Do you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't even say Jesus is an Edu signing. That's more. I reckon that's more of an Arteta signing than an Edu. But you can say it's more Edu because of the Brazilian connection. Do you know what I mean? Like, bro, they're both one of each other, man. They're both shit as each other.
Hey.
Sorry, but yeah, sorry.
It's all good, fam. I was saying it. It's all good, fam. No stress. Don't need to apologize. Get it off your chest.
No,
well.
I'm more saying sorry. Not for what I'm saying. It's just more for interrupting you.
No, that's cool, fam. Flawless if you get Amrabat rank the business. So that would be Onana, Amrabat, Mount, Højlund, regular on loan. You add in like Onana, Amrabat, good, Højlund, good. So it's 3 from 5. What's the last year?
You signed 5 players.
If we sign Amrabat, yeah, because it'd be Onana, Amrabat, Mount, Højlund, Regulon, alone. So 4 permanent, 1 loan. So 3 out of 5. 5, 6 out of 10 if we do indeed get Amrabat. Because Amrabat, Onana, Højlund, I think all improved the spine. So that is improvement. It's just what could have been. We just wasted that. My biggest issue is just the money we wasted on bad players. That Mount signing, even more so, could have just took. Instead of paying
Kai Havertz, but we could have.
Go on.
Kai Havertz. Do you know what pisses me off? It's not even the fact how much we spent on him. It's the fucking wage we've given him.
Oh yeah, Stephanie G. I forgot about Johnny Evans, but he's like 5th choice centre back. So that's like signing.
Yeah, and that was. Didn't he come in on a free?
Yeah, that's like signing a 3rd choice goalkeeper.
Yeah, that's like just that backup. Like, you know, if it all does go tits up, at least you got Plan Z. That is Plan Z.
Yeah, that's
what man them used to call Plan Z. Remember, Barry? If you remember going out with the man back in the day, and you say, "Oh, yo, at least I got a Plan Z there."
That's you, man. You man were doing some wild shit when I met you, man. And you man were fucking nuts. You know what I'm saying? Like you man.
What do you mean, you was there, bro?
You man. Yeah, I'm saying when I met you lot in it, like you lot was on some craziness when I met you lot. Like that's what. But I'm saying.
We had Plan Zs, A, B, C, Ds, E, F, Gs. All the way to Z, bro.
Like, this is a whole new world.
If the night went tits up, there was always the Plan Z.
I felt like a Marvel character stepping into someone else's world. That's what it was. Out of context, he says he gets ahead of Maguire. Yeah, he probably does. But my point is, he's still fit because you got Shaw, Martinez, Varane, Lindelof, then him, then so yeah, he's like 5th choice. Yeah, he's back up to the backup. So like, it's like signing a 3rd choice goalkeeper. I don't really count that. I'm not like, yeah, let me add that into the equation. We barely gonna see Johnny.
He's basically the he's just basically wow. I had it there. There was a word. I can't think of it now. There was a word I had. But it's just another word for what you're basically saying.
Nah, I get what you're saying. Jed says, how do you rate without Amrabat? 4. I think Onana and Højlund will really be big pluses this season. Because even though we've been bad this season, you can already see the impact Onana's made. In just 3 games alone, I can see the impact that he's made already. And I'm like, okay. In particular, the Wolves game when he was there, like the way he was coming out for crosses was crazy. And there was one right at the end where he was literally vertical. He was literally vertical and came and caught the ball. It was crazy. And then obviously he clotheslined someone that should have given away a penalty. But I like that. The attackers know if I'm playing Manchester United and the ball goes up in the air, I'm going to get whacked by this goalkeeper. Good. I've said this just absolutely pre-pause. Smash people. Hook smash. Like, that's what you need to do. Come take everything. The ball, the opposition, your own teammates. Peter Schmeichel was the best at that. He used to do that all the time.
Yeah, he did that all the time.
Wipe everything out.
Everything,
when I play Saturday League, I've said that.
Even his players knew, bruv.
Yeah, I've said that to goalkeepers when I played Saturday League. I'm terrible in the air. I've said to them, if this ball comes in the air in this way, clean everything out, including me. I've said that. Take the ball, me and the opposition, wipe everything out. Like, I won't be mad. Get to the ball. I'm terrible in the air, so I ain't gonna win that shit. So you better come in and just wipe everyone out. So that's what it is in regards to so yeah, Onana, I think, and I really think Højlund will be a plus. Again, I haven't watched him. This is just merely off his profile. I like his profile a hell of a lot. I think he's very, very suited to the Premier League. And I think just him being direct, being quick, strong, 6'3", he's going to get chances and he's going to impact games. Because that's what we lack in this team. Athletes.
Is that Højlund?
Yeah, Højlund. Yeah.
He's
like 6'3", 6'2". 6'3", 6'2", something like that. Yeah.
I thought he was short, bro. I thought he was like 5'10", 5'11".
See Cam's response to it. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Because what we lack in this team is athletes. We have no athletes because Ten Hag's going with this energy thing.
He's tall.
All the players we're trying to sign, for the most part, are energetic and
Højlund versus Haaland, yeah?
I ain't saying all that. I ain't putting him in that matchup. People are just, you know what's so bad about that? It's just because both their surnames start with H and they're both Scandinavian and they play for United and City. That's what it is.
And
if he was called,
they both sound similar. Haaland, Højlund.
Yeah, if he was called like if he wasn't Scandinavian and he was called something else, nobody would bat an eyelid. But because it's United and City, they both play it in the same position. Both names sound similar, and both are Scandinavian.
His name was Darwin Núñez.
Yeah, no one ain't even buying that.
No, that happened last year, remember?
Oh yeah, that happened last year. Yeah.
A couple certain Liverpool fans won't name no names, but a couple Liverpool fans hyping him, and then when this guy's shit within 3 games.
Hey Ryan, he's talking to you for a minute if you're watching.
Yeah, well, yeah, I might as well just call you.
Yeah, call it out. It's Ryan. Fuck him. Hey Ryan,
fucking Klopp out, Mr. Klopp in, Klopp out. Shake all about, do the okie dokie and turn around. You know what I mean, bro? That's what Ryan is right now. But yeah, man, obviously.
Yeah, and Stephanie G said it here. Højlund is a proper focal point, going to be interesting. That's why I'm expecting to have it.
What's he? Have you actually been able to see sort of any of the game? Well, I wouldn't say any of the games, but any clips or highlights.
Just clips, highlights.
Like, what do you
direct from? Direct and quick and strong. That's what I've seen from him. That's all I need. That's all I ask for. Be athletic, pace and power. That's all I need. Yes, obviously I want you to have technical ability, but that's the basics is what I'm saying. So if we're putting this in the criteria and it's like, all right, what's the base criteria you want? Pace and power. Then we look at everything else. I'm tired, man. We don't have no athletes in this team, man. We don't have no athletes. That's why we just get Ranch. We don't have a Sa. Like, we don't have a Basuma. We don't have an Adogi. The reason why I'm using Spurs players is because we played them. If we're going to go sign a left back, go get Adogi. Not him or somebody like him. Go get a Malacia. Like, we just getting energy players. We're getting energetic players who are busy. Mount's busy. Bruno's busy.
So this one for the chat. Yeah, couple man that twerk for certain City players to basically simp for certain City fans. Called Jan, and you know. Did you see him, bruv? Did you see him all in the chat, bruv? He pisses me off, but it was pissing me off. Saka don't deserve. Oh yeah, let me get this. No, fuck it.
Yeah, that's cool.
It was about Saka, and Saka's an Arsenal player, so I can fucking say it. Fuck it.
Yeah,
Ryan, you're a complete and utter papega, bruv. You're not even worthy for the name pagan, bruv. You're a papega, bruv. Yeah, you're a papaya, bruv. That's what you are, bro. Listen, it's not about if who deserves it. Yeah, at the end of the day, yeah, you're going on. I'm gonna say it like this. If Haaland's name wasn't in either of them categories, are we now saying Saka still don't deserve at least Young Player of the Year? Yes, I get Haaland broke all the records, cool. But to then say, oh, Haaland was robbed. All these City fans, and everyone's getting upset because an Arsenal player, a fucking Arsenal player, not a Man United player or a City player or a Chelsea player, no, because a fucking Arsenal player has won an award. Fucking no, Haaland's been robbed. Rah rah ta ta la la pa. It pisses me off, bruv. And that was Ryan, bruv. Bruv, stop being a simp for certain City fans, bruv. It's all love, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, fucking simp City over there, bruv.
Hold that right.
But sorry, I got that out of my system.
That's cool. Big up to Talking Ball as well, and to someone who asked, because someone did ask earlier as well in regards to what Cam was talking about, the individual awards. Obviously, PFA Player of the Year, PFA Young Player of the Year. Let me just clarify this. Couldn't care less about it. I don't care about my players winning individual awards. PFA Player of the Year, PFA Young Player of the Year,
and they're making it out.
Don't care.
Bro, and then they're making it out like it's the biggest award of the world, like we've just won the World Cup over it.
yeah, I gotta say it. Yeah.
Huh? Just give the kid a fucking break, bruv. Like, he's won an award. Just give him his plaudits.
Yeah,
so what? That doesn't deter. Oh, because now he's won an award. Or now what? You're gonna put on him? Well, because now he's Young Player of the Year. He has to be up there. He has to be scoring this goals and that many man I got and this much assists and rah rah rah. Well, just give the guy credit where credit's due, bro. Yeah, he might have fell off at the end of the season, but we can't sit here and say Saka didn't have a great season.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, he did. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm saying, but at the end of the day, you just give a guy the credit where his credit is due. It's not like I would hate. Bro, do you know how many times I've seen an Arsenal player lose out to another player? And I'm like, do you know what? That's fair. As much as I hate it, I was like Fabregas or like a Van Persie back in the day, or, if they was nominated when it was Arsenal. Yeah, obviously I'd love to see them win it, but it wasn't the fact that I was like, oh, they were robbed. No, fuck you. What do you mean? Oh my God. Rah, how dare they?
No.
I guarantee you, sorry, one last thing I'll say about this. If it wasn't Saka that won it, yeah, and it was who was the nominee? So it was Haaland, Saka, Martinelli, and 3 others. If it wasn't an Arsenal player that won it, I guarantee you right now they wouldn't be saying, "Oh, Haaland was robbed." They'll be like, "Oh, do you know what? Yeah, he had a great season. I can't lie, he had a fucking brilliant season. Yep, he's got the world in front of him." But as soon as it's Bukayo Saka, because it's an Arsenal player, it's suddenly no, Haaland was robbed. That ain't it. Rah, rah, rah. Like, man, shut up, bruv. Keep crying more, bruv. Fucking cry more. Cry to your pillow because your mum don't give a fuck, bruv.
Hey, like our context says, like, check Flawless, run up the likes. We're still over 130 of you lot in the building. Let's get up to 100 likes. We're at 86 likes, people. Get your final few questions in before we do indeed close out as well. We're at 7,861. Excuse the voice, excuse the cough, people. I'm a bit under the weather. But yeah, we're at 7,861 subscribers. 4 more people. Girls to 7,865 subscribers. Please, girls up to 100 likes. Don't forget.
Not very, Andy.
Don't forget as well, people. all the shows on the YouTube channel are available on audio-only platforms, people. SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, wherever you listen to podcasts, type in Sarcasm City TV, and this show and all the other shows on the channel will pop up, people. So SoundCloud, hit us with a follow. Spotify, all you Android users who are on Spotify, follow us on Spotify, 5-star us as well, and iTunes as well. Yeah, all you iPhone users, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, make sure you 5-star us on there, because you might want to listen while you're cooking, while you're cleaning, while you're at work, while you're on the way to work. You may be in the gym, or you may just not want to have the YouTube app open. So if you want to listen on the audio platforms, then just type in Sarcasm City TV wherever you listen. And on top of that, where if there's a place where you listen to audio podcasts and the shows are not on there, let me know, because I will do that for you. I will go out of my way. There's an audio platform the show is not on, I will upload the RSS feed to it to make sure you get the show on whatever platform it is. But I know most people will use SoundCloud, Spotify, or iTunes as well. Yeah, Andy, you need to relax, man. Yeah, relax.
You didn't really say anything. I don't know why people are getting that. You only said was how high is this guy, and all I said was not very.
Yeah, it's like, just relax, man. Don't need no personals. Keep it all football. Poke, if you disagree with Cam, that's cool. Attack is what's it called? Poke holes in his argument. No need to be mentioning about him being high or anything like that. Poke holes in his footballing argument. We're all for that. Same with me. Just no personals. You're getting slapped on Sunday. I can see that happening on Bias TV. I'm not confident going into that game. Not in the slightest. I'm saying the reason why I'm saying a draw is because I'm a Manchester United fan. But that's solely it. I'm saying that's solely it. Because look at our away form. Look at how we've been playing in these first 3 games. Now no Varane, which is a big blow. So it will be Lindelof in there. He'll probably go with, maybe he goes, I'd like it to see him go Casemiro, McTominay, Eriksen, play Bruno wide right, Rashford from the left, Sancho false 9. That's what I hope he does. But we're moving to Jacob, who says, come on, United, need your stomping them. Have you seen our team? Jacob, have you seen our team? I'm saying, I could do with £1 million. You know what I'm saying? But it's not just going to happen out of the blue. Like, look at the team. Why we haven't won. Someone, Black Diamond said it earlier, I don't think we've won at the Emirates in the Premier League since Lingard did the Millie Rock. That was 2016, 17. In 2023. We don't do well there. And we don't do well away from home. Your thoughts on it, though? Are you confident going into the game? Not confident? Chat to us, fam. I think he's froze. Oh, no, he's back. Yeah, go on.
Oh, he's talking to me. Sorry, no, I was looking at the comments, innit? No, Andy, it's all cool, bro. It's all cool, G. Don't worry, man.
It's cool. Thoughts on the game? You confident going into the game?
To be honest with you, I mean, like I said, I mean, if we go into the game like how we played last season, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm overly confident, especially the way United are playing at the moment, and especially knowing that you ain't got even if Luke Shaw was playing, that's Saka's just does him every time anyway, so that doesn't matter to me. But yeah, no, like, I would have been a lot more confident. Obviously, you ain't gonna have Varane. Who are the other players you're not gonna have?
Varane.
I know there's one or two more still.
No Mount either. Varane.
Yeah, that doesn't Mount. You might as well just told me we ain't gonna have a ghost on the pitch. The same thing, really. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, no. But if we come out like with all this fucking this experimental bullshit, especially against Man United, like, cool. I get it if you do it against a Luton or a lower place side right now that hasn't got the experience that Arsenal have. I get if you do it there early on in the season, but please don't be doing it against fucking United, bro. Because it would literally blow up in his face. And to be honest with you, if that was to happen, I just see a very boring game. A very boring game. I don't really see any excitement in the game.
The reason why I think it'll be excitement because both teams are just not high. So that's why I think it'll be exciting.
But that's the thing. No, what I'm saying is it all depends how Arsenal are playing. So if they play like they normally played from last season, barring obviously the back end of it, I think it would be a lot more exciting for either way, because then United will have to be up for it. But I feel like if Arsenal come out with this experimental bullshit in the way we're playing, I just feel like it's going to be very tight, not lackluster, but very tight. There'll be a lot of mistakes in the game. from both teams.
I can see that.
Do you know what I'm saying? There'll be a hell of a lot of stakes from both teams. But I just feel it was just very not the most exciting of games. I reckon it'll be a draw, to be honest. If that was to happen, like a 0-0 or 1-1. But if we was to come out how he was normally playing last season, then I fully expect Arsenal to go and win 2-3-0, 3-1, 2-0.
I can see
you know
a
what I
draw.
mean?
Like I want.
But to be honest with you, the way we're playing, from what I'm going on from the first 3 games of the season, bearing in mind I've already seen one full match, one highlighted match, and I didn't even really see fuck all from the Fulham match. Didn't even really see the goals, to be honest. I just heard about it. Yeah, I could see a draw, to be honest.
No,
it'll be like a 0-0 or 1-1.
No,
but yeah, I don't really see. Like, it all depends. But yeah, we shall see on Sunday, because who we not got in? Obviously, Timbers won.
Who you not got?
I heard Jesus is back in training. Whether he's back in the squad or not, I don't know. Like, let me know in the chat on that one, because I haven't really, like I said, because I'm working these festivals, I haven't really been keeping up to date with Arsenal like that, because I just haven't had the data for it. And that's not me not having data. It's just where I was. They just,
Yeah, 100%, man. You gotta get the bread, man.
It's like going in the stadium, bro. You know, and as soon as you go in the stadium and there's 90,000 people, 80,000 people, good luck getting signal for your phone. Do you know what I mean? No, let me know in the chat for that one. But
you might say Jesus is available. All right, first. But yeah, I'm not confident.
He's not available.
No, Jesus is available.
He is available. And then, do you know what? I'd like to see Nketiah start, because that's another one. I saw one. I'll quickly say this as well before we leave it as well, because I think it was Warrior. It might be Warrior. I think he asked me about Nketiah earlier in the chat, or it could have been someone. It might be was. If it's not Warrior, my bad, but I'm sure it was Warrior. He was talking about Nketiah and how I feel. I mean, do you know what? I'm pleased in a sense where this is what I expected this is what I expect from a striker, to get goals. Do you know what I mean? Now, for me, this is his make or break season, I reckon, because it doesn't look like we're going to end up going in the market tomorrow and buying any more players unless we sell a few. And like I said, if we do get one, it'll probably be like a little loan for someone. But this is what I expect from a striker. I'm not sitting here saying I expect Nketiah to go and score 25, 30 goals. But as a striker, I expect you to get in between 15 to 20 goals.
First.
And that's just Premier League.
What's that?
You know what I'm saying? And I know you're still young, so you still got a lot of time to improve. But this is the time now. You're not exactly the youngest. You're now at an age where you're certified. You're like, what is he, 22 now? 23? Something like that. You are now at an age where you're not getting any younger. You're going to be hitting your prime in the next 4 or 5 years. You now need to start showing us why we need to keep you and why it was a good idea for Arteta to keep you and not sell you. This is the season you need to show us. And so and like I said, I don't personally think he's going to end up going to do it. I just expect him to go out this season and at least get between 15 to 20 Premier League goals. And that's if he wants to stay on from the season after. Otherwise, he's just no good.
First. I hear what you're saying. I fully get what you're saying. And regards to I'm seeing people in the chat, whether it's United fans, Arsenal fans, I don't know why either fan base is so confident. As much as the upper, whoever you support, whether it's Arsenal, whether it's Manchester United, why are you so confident after the first 3 games? I've watched Arsenal twice. I've watched United 3 times. None of them nothing special.
No, red and white, Nketiah, bro. Nketiah. Sorry, red and white.
Oh, yeah, it's cool. Yeah, like, I don't get the confidence. I really don't understand. Like, I'm seeing big shouts. Yeah, 4-0 or United going to win comfortably. I don't see that happening either way. I don't see that happening. Like, I think I've already said I think it will be a draw. But if there is a winner, I think there's like a goal in it.
Oh wait, did Jesus come off against Fulham? I see. I didn't know this. See, this is what I'm saying. This Fulham game. This is probably the one game you can ask me anything, and I have no fucking idea, barring the goal scorers. That's literally it.
And big up to Stuart B, who asked me, am I ill? Yes, I am. So thank you for letting me know I look like crap. Appreciate you, my guy. But yes, I am. So like I said, if you see it in my face, how I sound, yes, that's what it is. I'm not 100%. But we're here, people. Still putting in stellar performances. You already know. Make sure you check out the upcoming live stream schedule, though. Let you know all the shows that are coming up. Because tomorrow you will get the Man Them United podcast with myself and Eddie, where we will be discussing, recapping obviously the group stage draw and looking ahead to the United Arsenal game. And then Saturday, you will get 2 watch-alongs. Actually, not Friday. Let me not forget. Friday. Let me not even get ahead of myself there. Big fights, big nights only podcast, people, on Friday. So that'll be 1 a.m. So that'll be after the Man Them United podcast, but that'll be over on the Kick. Obviously, it's Liam Smith versus Chris Eubank Jr. 2. So we'll be previewing that over on the Kick. Then Saturday, you will get Chelsea versus Nottingham Forest. That's the 3 p.m. kickoff. Then you'll get the 5:30 p.m. kickoff, which is Brighton versus Newcastle. So those 2 over on the Kick. Then you will also get on the Kick the Smith versus Eubank Jr. recap as well. So you'll get that like half an hour after the final bell. So whether it goes 1 round, it's over in 1 round. Whether it goes to full 12 or whatever in between, about 30 minutes after the bout, you will get the recap of that. And then, of course, Saturday night, you'll get another crossover show of Man United, the Manchester United Chelsea Spurs show with myself. I need to reach out to Surfer and Jez as well. But you'll get that at midnight where we'll be recapping. I think both Chelsea and Spurs both play on, well, Chelsea play on Saturday. I think Spurs play Saturday as well. So recapping those games and then again previewing Manchester United versus Arsenal as well. But the links for everything I've mentioned in terms of audio and Kick and everything is underneath in the description of this live stream and every other live stream as well. This is jokes. It wasn't good. It made me more sick. Flawless just got Bayern and Galatasaray in his group. Of course he's sick. Yeah, man. Like, and we signed regular. Yeah, fantastic. But hey, we move. Let's see what else you lot are saying. Big up Stephanie G, who says get well soon. Much appreciated. I'll be calm, people. Don't worry about that. I'll be calm. I'll be back up to speed probably over the weekend. This is just carnival hangover, but we move. That's what it is.
I was about to say that. It's got to be carnival.
Yeah. Off-topic thoughts on the England squad. I can't believe Harry Maguire. No, actually, I'm not. I was going to say, but Harry Maguire and Calvin Phillips making it is just a joke. You know what I'm saying? It's just a joke at that point. But I don't support or follow England like that anyway. But yeah, Southgate's taking liberties. Your thoughts on it, Cam?
Same as you, bro. It's just, I don't really give a fuck about England, to be honest. So, yeah, but he's taking fucking to call on Harry Kane and a massive Harry Kane, sorry, Harry Maguire and fucking Calvin Phillips.
Taking liberties, man.
That. And the funny thing is, Maguire's going to start as well.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Having not played for us.
Having not played for United, he's going to start for England. Like,
100%.
But it is what it is. That's what I don't really care about anything like that. So
he definitely is 100%. Right, Jordan Henderson got picked. Crazy.
Yeah, Henderson's the other one.
Jordan Henderson got picked. That is mad. Man picked Jordan Henderson. Yeah, that's wild,
obviously he just picks his favourites, isn't it?
That is wild. Man picked Jordan Henderson.
And my thoughts on Jorginho,
yeah, go on.
I don't think he's played too much for me to even really have a negative view on him. Because he's had 1 or 2 like crap games, but he's had 1 or 2 quite decent games. You know what I mean? So, I mean, for squad depth, he's good. I'll give him that for squad depth. But yeah, that's my thoughts.
Great. That is
I haven't really made my mind up on Jorginho just yet because I just haven't seen him enough.
No, that's fair.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not like he's played every game and like most games he's just been bad or whatever like that. Or most games, you know.
Yeah, Southgate taking liberties with that.
But yeah, Southgate's taking liberties.
Yeah, prediction for United Arsenal. I'm saying, fuck. I'll go 1-1. Yeah, I was thinking it was between 1-1 and 2-2, but I'll go 1-1. We're saying 1-1. There we go, people. So Cam
I'll go 1-1, but Joe, I've got a funny feeling someone I'm not even saying Arsenal. I see 1-1, but I also see 1-1 and someone nicking it in like the 98th minute.
Well, like last
You know
year.
how they're doing this whole fucking the World Cup style time added time now, isn't it? So I wouldn't be surprised if you see someone nick it in like the 98th or 99th minute. Whether that's Arsenal or United, I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised. But I see 1-1 regardless.
Yeah, it's 1-1. I think Arsenal take the lead, people, and then Haaland off the bench equalizes. That's what I'm wrong.
Yeah, I think Saka, my gunman, Saka the gunman driller. Who's Trevor? It's Saka.
I said Trevor. I mean, little yo, that's such a classic line.
Bro,
yeah, that's such a classic line. But love to everyone that's locked in. Big up to everyone that's locked in. You get this show every Thursday at midnight. Obviously, it was slightly later today because of me. But yes, you get this show every Thursday at midnight. And if this Manchester United Arsenal show is your favorite show on the channel, people, there is a playlist for it. There is a playlist for this show. So you can go and check Manchester United Arsenal show 23-24. Obviously, there was a summer transfer window playlist as well, and then the playlist from last season. So if this is your favorite show, you can just go click on there, and all the shows are on there. If another show's your favorite, then it's there for you as well, people. I know you lot in the chat, in particular, the regulars, do have favorite shows, even though you show up and watch everything, and that's much appreciated. You lot do have your preferences, I should say. So yeah, that's why I update the playlist all the time. Big up Stephanie G, who says top show. I always enjoy this, man. The crossover shows is always good, and it's always good chopping it up with Cam as well, because even though like he's biased towards Arsenal, he's honest. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it is. Like he's super, like he's critical of Arsenal. Like yeah, I'll run banter and jokes, but he's critical. He won't say it and be like, yeah, and Ketty is going to get 30, 35 goals this season. Be like, no one cares. Or he'd be like, oh, Havertz. I
did that about Jesus last season.
Yeah, but we know why you said that.
I had to run an agenda because I just love it. I love Jesus, innit? So.
But you were honest. You know what I respect about it? You was honest about it. You was like, I like Jesus, so I'm running. That's why I like Eddie's like that.
Yeah, but I said it from the get-go. I said, yo, I'm running this agenda, bro. He's getting 30 goals, bro.
Like you said it. Like you've never sat here and been like, yeah, Kai Havertz is a good signing. Like you've never said that. Because I know you don't rate Kai Havertz before he was out, and you was like, no, it's not a good signing. It's not. And like Stephanie G says, Cam is real. But yo, Cam, anything you want to add before we close out?
No, man, just obviously good to be back. I'll be back now, obviously, most weeks because festival season's finished. So my little work there is done. But yeah, no, I'll be back now. Obviously, good to be back. And obviously, bring on the weekend, innit? It's the big one. Already, fucking already, bro. That's quick. That's quick, bro. 4K minutes, bro. That was like last season, isn't it?
Yeah, we played you. It was like 4th, 5th, yeah, because we played Liverpool.
4K minutes, bro. Yeah, like third year, something. Like,
it was at our place. I would have preferred
it was at OT. Yeah, I remember. 3-1, wasn't it?
Yeah, I would have been much more confident if it was at OT, but away from home, we get a result, man. But we moved. But
yeah, that's right. Now, obviously, big up the chat each and every time. If you haven't hit that like button already, hit that or now. Go on before we finish. And even after we finish, and you're watching it on a replay. If you're watching it on replay, hit that like button. Don't forget. And subscribe.
Hey, love to everyone that's locked in. Like I said, we're going to keep the content rolling. This has been the Manchester United Arsenal show. Man Them United podcast meets the Gonna Talk from the Arsenal podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up for tuning in.
Go, boy.